It shows you the grievous nature of not having ikhlas for Allah. Before you do an action, my brothers and sisters, and nasiha, only 2 questions you have to ask yourself. Why and how? Before any action of act of ibadah that you do, ask yourself the question, why and how? Why am I doing this action? That will sort out your riyā and your ikhlas lillah. How am I doing this action? This will now govern whether the act is in accordance with the mutaba'ah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If it is in accordance to following the Messenger of Allah, why and how? If those 2 questions are answered, then you can weigh your deeds up. Before you pray, before you fast, before you give sadaqah, before you speak, before you open your mouth, before you forbid the evil, before you enjoin the good. Why and how? 2 quick questions. Why? For Allah. Oh Allah, make this action for you. Why? Make it for Allah. How? Let me make sure that everything that I do throughout this is for Allah. I get angry for Allah. I become happy for Allah. I love for Allah. I hate for Allah. I stand for Allah. I bow for Allah. I make ruku for Allah. I make sajda for Allah. I talk for Allah. I invite for Allah. The why question and the how question. Ask yourselves, barakallahu feekum, and be careful of riya, especially living in this country, because it's so easy. In this country, barakallahu feekum, because a person who's practicing his religion as a Salafi, just by virtue of studying 3 chapters of Kitab al-Tawheed, you probably know more than 90% of the community out there. Just learning 3 chapters, memorizing 5 hadith, you probably know more than 80% of the population, because that's the environment that we live in. A person who knows a little is seen to be great in the eyes of the many, because the majority of the people hardly know anything about their religion except that they are Muslim and they have to pray every so often. That's how they see their religion. So it's easy in an environment like this to walk into your workplace or walk into your educational environment and see yourself and view yourself with some amount of self-importance and ta'ajjub and self-amazement. So repel that. Humble yourselves like the Prophet ﷺ used to teach. And he himself was humble and sincere and not arrogant and not proud. Barakallahu feekum.